From the deep, dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikitas, Tabbytha, and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just show you the game, but we should play the game for you. Well, not for you, but I'm Tabbytha. Nikitas is not here, and here is Grebog.
Yes, I'm still Grebog. I'm still here.
I wanted to kind of just creatively shuffle it, and I completely scrambled it.
Scramble. It's fine. Oh, you're flying the Atlas.
Yes.
So, yeah, that'll be fun.
Computer, start program.
I guess. Computer, run program. Fleet Action Report, episode 233. Leveling in all the flavors. So hey, Nimoy, thank you for being here. Anyone else out there, also thank you for being here. Being here is support enough, though. If you would, we appreciate also all of our subscribers. You help Tabby turn her ships red. Because you know we need all that money for the paint that she's putting on her ships.
Yeah, like here at Fleet Action Report, a full 75% of our budget goes to Tabby's ship paint.
If you don't want to give Twitch your money, you can buy us a cup of coffee another way, which is through coffee, which is ko-fi.com/GerryBOG, and we do get a bigger percentage of the cut that method. But yeah. So Tabby, how's your week been? What have you been up to? I think I know most of it, but you know.
Yeah, you know most of it because you were like privy, like firsthand privy to a lot of it. But I helped Nimue move, and that was moving sucks.
Yeah.
And that was like 4 days in which I was like not able to like engage in a lot of things and like in-game events and stuff like that. But hey, Nimue is in a better place now. As far as apartments go.
I was like, you word that, you know, just right. Well, that's good that Nimue is in a better place. It's good to be in a better place.
But other than that, let's see. The raid team took a week off of raiding, so we didn't do any of that. So otherwise, I've been playing some WoW, or not WoW, but playing a lot of STO. You and I did a lot of patrols, and so we've just been kind of going through our ships and just kind of mastering ships and then throwing them away, so to speak.
As I'm like, here, I'm going to go to my managed ship thing to give. So yeah. All my ship that I've dry docked. I guess is that everything? You got any more you're up to, or?
That's about it, really. Yeah, that's all for me. How about you?
So my wild raid team with holidays, we did raid Friday, and we actually got a full clear in on heroic, so that was kind of impressive. We got some more people ahead of the curve, which is kind of where we're at now, where we try to help people with ahead of the curve, and then yeah. So and then I actually kind of wasn't doing as much in WoW this week because I don't know. not motivated. I don't know what it is. WoW is in an interesting spot for me right now. It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just I know once the new tier drops, it's gonna get like a lot more dedication from and time for me, which means in this lull-ish period, I kind of take it easy so I don't burn myself out. That makes sense. And also, hello, Storm. Hopefully you're doing well. And I see you here at the ship manager guy. And then in STO, I've been doing dailies, and I've been mastering a lot of ships. And when I say a lot of ships, I've probably had 30 dry dock slots open at one point. I am at 9 dry dock slots, and that's after I went through and got rid of some tier 5 and tier 4 and tier 3 ships that I'm like, I don't need these. Though that was probably only maybe like 5 ships, but I'm still out of. So let's say I had 35 slots. I'm still at 9 dry dock slots, and that's with all the ships I have mastered. I've gone a little silly.
That is pretty absurd there, Grebog. I don't know. Do y'all think that's as absurd as my paint job here?
I mean, like here's the alliance. Rex, I mastered. I like. I've been busy. There are a few ships in here that aren't the mastery are not complete. I mainly wanted the console from them. Like here, the Bajoran Interceptor. I don't know that I ever will fly that. Same with like the Jupiter carrier. The Jupiter carrier is not a bad ship. It just. I just wanted, I think, the console off of it because the console is really good for carrier build. But most of the ships I've been mastering and sticking away. Some of the ships I've kept that aren't tier 6 in here are because I can't get them again. Or let's say like here, this is a ship. It's a fleet patrol escort. It's a fleet ship. And I burnt fleet modules on, and I it's hard for me because fleet modules are so expensive to warrant getting rid of it.
Yeah.
But like I have the Jem'Hadar Heavy Escort, which is a T5 ship. I'm not gonna be able to reclaim that ship. Because it's either a Lobby ship or a Lockbox ship, and there's also I have the Voven or not the Voven, the original Obelisk carrier. I also have the original Odyssey Star Cruiser. Things that just they put in the game. They gave it to us for free if we did certain things, and then they ended up adding the ships and other methods to acquire. And yeah. So yeah, I've probably so what? I've probably mastered or been playing with like 20 some ships. I think I first thought that seemed a little high for a number, but then I realized I was mastering 3 to 4 ships a night for over a week. So yeah, 20 is probably a low ball estimate if you go that route. I just did 3 ships a night for over 7 days. Anyway, enough of my absurdity as of late.
Oh my goodness, Grebog, you are.
But hey, I have all these starship traits now. Oh, and it took one out of my. Like, what starship trait do you want? I mean, it might be in here. And I have to load my loadout because it dropped a trait. Hopefully it'll pull the trait back. No. Oh, game.
And now all I need is the Aegis shield to stack on top of this.
I just have to remember what trait it or find the trait that it pulled. Like, this is silly. Anyway, so STO's had a week. So if you weren't paying attention, the winter event has ended. Hopefully, you got your Elios. If not,
I know I did.
if not,
I like that little ship. I know I say that about every new ship that comes out. I like fall in love with every new ship that comes out, especially the free ones. No, but that is a fun little ship. I think
it,
actually I did a my science captain. I put her torpedo build onto it, and that's her exotic her EPG torpedo gear on it, and even because even though it doesn't have any command seating, EPG torpedoes doesn't really rely terribly on command seats. So like that nimble little ship throwing EPG torpedoes everywhere is actually pretty freaking cool. Like like we were tearing stuff up the other night while I was leveling it.
yeah,
Like actually maybe like we should probably do just kind of like a we should do a build show on it.
sure. Nicodemus probably has one. We could slot that in after the How to Earn Dilithium, which will be next week. Gives us 2 weeks to kind of piece it together.
Yeah.
I was like, I would say next week, but I want to make sure we have enough time to, like, depending upon who's busy, who's not, and so on. And loadout is still, it still says unchanged. Game. Oh, and it put in, what trait's that? Oh, that is a good trait. I don't know what's going on. Why is this here? This is not the trait that should. This game, it is annoying me.
But yeah, of note on the Elios for my EPG torp build, because it's a 4-2. I put my plasma on the forefront, or the torpedoes for the front. Put my gravimetric, my plasma. What's the other one? The dark matter, and the Pavin proton. So that I've got the full Pavin set, and then on the back, the two back, I've got the Pavin Omni, and I've got the Dyson to complete the Dyson set. So that's pretty much my weapons layout. The Dyson and the Dyson weapon and the Pavin Omni on the back, and then the dark matter, gravimetric, Pavin, and plasma on the front.
Cool.
And it works really well.
As we were, so yeah, after we got sidetracked with the Helios, so like I said, winter event's over, but they gave us a new event. Galaxy goes to red alert. For those that don't know, that means the Zinkethi red alert has a fail condition, and they'll remove it in the future at some point, or it's already been removed in an alternate universe, and we just haven't stepped across. You have now until January 14th to get your 10 daily completions. This time around, it rewards 1 ultimate tech upgrade, 1 specialization point, 1 experimental ship upgrade token, and So if you need some ship upgrade tokens, well, it's only one, but still, it's one more than you had, and it's not that like red alerts are easy.
You know what that means, Grebog, though? That right now, in an alternate universe, an alternate Tabby and an alternate Grebog are casting an alternate fleet action report talking about how the Zenketi Red Alert has had its fail condition removed, and how in an alternate universe it still has not.
Or maybe they have a fail condition on their Borg red alert that is still yet to be removed.
Oh yes. What do you think that the Borg fail condition would be?
I don't know. Maybe if they assimilate all of the players that go in,
Oh,
which would be
a player dies,
hilarious.
a player dies, they get assimilated and start attacking friends.
Yeah. Anyway, as we're getting, this is what happens when Nicholas doesn't show up. We get sidetracked with our little random fun stuff. Also going on, yes,
double XP event from now until the 14th, so that gives about 12 days, just under 2 weeks. Content that provides skill points and expertise will award a 100% bonus, and that's stackable with any other reward pools that you have. So this is a great time to grind up to like get extra level to level up those alts. It's a great time to grind up specialization points. It's a great time to master ships.
mastering all the ships, like
Master all your ships on all your characters.
See, I was doing this before this started, so I can keep going now. It gives me reason to keep mastering ships.
This event gives you motivation to keep going.
Also, if this also will potentially help me master more ships. They're having a 20% ship sale now until January 6th on PC, and it'll start on the 3rd, tomorrow, and go until January 7th for console. All ships, dry dock slots, ship upgrade tokens, fleet modules.
More dry dock slots.
Yeah, that's what I was. It'll help me master more ships because I own a lot of ships. I just don't have enough slots for them. And then also there are some ship bundles. I put some because, and this is 20% off sale. I put some because they always note that that doesn't include any of the ship bundles that include items. Yet last time they did the sale, it included ship bundles that had items. So
I'm looking at some bundles that include items that are on sale right now.
Yeah. So I if it's on sale, it's marked at 20% off. If it's not on sale, it won't have it. Buy what you want. Yeah. I guess buy what you can afford. Because if I bought what I wanted, I wouldn't get. It'd be a whole nother problem. Anyway. So tonight, talking about leveling and leveling and all the various methods.
All the different ways that you can level.
The obvious and easiest method, or the standard method of leveling, that which is kind of the more obvious method, is to just run missions, run through the story. Though I highly encourage, if you've not done all the story, to run the missions. there it is a lot of good story in this game, and the devs did work hard to put it in. It is great to go through and learn the story that is in game. Some of it ties up some of the dangling threads that have been left in various shows. Some of
My,
it,
fav- my my favorite of which is the Hobus supernova, which is a major sticking point in the Star Trek 2009.
yeah,
It's like, how could a supernova 50 light years away from Romulus actually destroy Romulus within a couple of minutes?
they even go into like basically how we go from having a Klingon war to basically becoming allies with the Klingon Defense Force. They like you can kind of see here like they tie up some Borg stuff, the new Romulus stuff. There's a lot of good story here. And then they've been expanding further and beyond, even bringing in Discovery, various aspects, and yeah. So that's the standard. The main drawback I've always had with leveling that method is it can be slow, and if you don't have a
Very
lot of decent gear, it can be a little painful at times.
indeed. And like also the fact there is so much content. Like let's see, let me open up the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So basically, if like each one of these is a season, there's like 18 seasons of a show. If Star Trek Online is a show, there's 18 seasons of it to chew through.
Yeah. And each episode originally was meant to be, it took you an hour playtime. That was their benchmark because they wanted it to be an episode like TV.
Yep.
And that's why some of the older ones I would say are longer. There are some shorter ones throughout the whole thing. I would say some of the newer ones have gotten to be a little bit closer to that 1 hour benchmark again. I don't know if they actually are, but they do take more time than a lot of the. I don't know. It's just there's an interesting dynamic with the devs went. First, they started with like an hour benchmark for episode, and then they kept shortening it. And then now it seems like they're lengthening it just a little bit more again. But then there's also system patrols. If you fly around, I'll just pull up the map. A lot of them are in the alpha quadrant and the beta quadrant. And when you fly near a system, like let's say Regulus, I think that might actually have one. If you fly near it, it will ask you hey, there's a patrol in this system. Do you want to enter and assist? And different systems have different types of patrols. Sometimes it's just going in, blowing up, say, an enemy that has come in and caused some problems. Some Orion pirates or some Nausicaans that have come in and are causing problems. Yeah.
And sometimes you got to talk to people like Akamarians.
Yeah. There used to be some that went on ground, and I don't know if that's still true.
Interesting.
Some of them you used to have to give like, hey, oh, you need some supplies, and you would have to go get some supplies, and essentially it was part of the commodity system where you would pick up. I think they might have changed that because not a lot of people carry around commodities anymore. because like in the commodities there are like here medical supplies. They would require like 20 medical supplies. Again, yeah, so but the drawback to the patrols is they only happen once. Once you've done the Regulus patrol, you can fly next to the Regulus system again and again and again on that character, and it will never ask you to go back in and help them. Essentially, you help them as much as you can and you're done with them. They don't have any more needs. I think there's kind of a missed opportunity there, but it's fine. And yeah, like some of these were removed. There used to be an accolade to do all of the patrols in I used to, it wasn't a sector block. Because, okay, if anyone remembers the old map, how it used to be, like, so we would have Vulcan, Orion, and Ryza, and that would be a sector, like Finger, or maybe it would even go down to the Aldebaran sector. Basically, that would be one map. Now they have it so we can fly basically anywhere in the beta quadrants, so you don't. Yeah. The commodity missions are on Starbase 39, Sierra. That's, I guess, good to know if you need to do commodity missions. There is if you're curious about these patrols, the sector patrols, there is a, here, I will get a link that Nicholas put in here for us. This link lists out all of the sector patrols in Federation space, so you can kind of go through if you want to make a checklist or try to. I know there are accolades involved with doing all of them in certain a certain number of them or certain places, so but yeah, apparently these are only on Fed side. KDF captains cannot do them, and I'm not sure about Jem'Hadar or Romulans that line themselves on the Federation side. Part of me would think that that would mean possible, but that does not always mean true. So the next option, you're all about passive leveling.
Passive leveling. At level 11, you can start running duty officer missions. So which means and those actually, duty officer missions actually grant XP, which means you can pretty much level alts without actively playing the game. And they can reward gear, commodities, and even dilithium. And you can find hidden DOF missions inside some of the episodes or even off the exchange. And so you can just and at different level tiers, you get awarded duty, like little bundles of duty officers from the from whichever duty officer person is in charge of the academy for your faction. And so you can just log into your character and send off a bunch of duty officer missions, and then come back tomorrow, collect them, and level up a level or two. Even more on a week, like a couple of weeks like this. And then at level 52, Admiralty opens up. So, and Admiralty will award experience as well. And so you can run your duty officer missions and Admiralty. Now, Admiralty is a bit more of a pain in the backside because, like, duty officer missions, will like autofill whichever officers kind of are best suited for whatever mission. Admiralty doesn't. So you gotta kind of like do all the like calculations and eyeballing and stuff like that, unless you have a tool that we have covered before, which is the Admiralty System Optimizer, which is the one that we covered is a totally safe one to use. So if you want to go back through our episodes and find out how to use that one, you are more than welcome to. But yeah, it's you can just totally once you hit 11, you can just passively level through duty officers and then admiralty.
Admiralty seems to give you more experience and whatnot than DOFs. However, you only level 52 to unlock the Admiralty system. So you're already almost done. But yeah, passive. If you're doing passive, then not a whole lot to complain there. I've done some tunes passively that way because I'm like they were there for shenanigans. We'll say that.
So you get duty officers at 11. 18 you get duty officers. 23 duty officers awarded. 31 you get duty officers.
And also going down to your academy, you can do a recruitment mission down there to get more duty officers.
41 you get duty officers. 51. And of course 52 Admiralty unlocks. Yeah. And then at 64 you get the Gamma Quadrant Duty Officer Cadre. So yeah, you get a lot of DOFs while you're leveling.
A lot of DOFs.
A lot of DOFs.
And then we have the final method outside of the passive leveling, which would be find a powerful friend, befriend someone powerful, or find a friend that can set up a ship that does silliness, and then you run patrols. Now, okay, you can run patrols by yourself, like the through the patrol system. There are some people that do actively. This would be more like I've already done the stories. You can run the patrols yourself, and some of them grant really good experience, and you can just keep doing this. They do have a 30-minute cooldown after you've ran it, so you have to wait, or find a series of them to run, so that way you're not waiting. But otherwise, you can, like I said, the power leveling method with the patrol system is to, like, I'm set up in a lazy boat, a lazy jellyfish here, and it is made to be passive, do a lot of damage just by being silly. And basically you go in with your friend. Now, do note, if you have 3 people that want to do this, unfortunately, right now the patrol system is broken somehow, some way. I don't know that the devs are aware of this. I don't know that they care, because I know people have posted about it, have talked about it, and it's still a thing. Basically, you get the experience rewarded when there's only 2 of you, or 1 of you in there is fine. When you get a 3rd person, it somehow doesn't give you anyone that goes in there any experience for 2/3 of the ships in there. It's almost like I don't know. Like you basically just get a
It's bad.
yeah.
It's bad.
Jupiter Gauntlet doesn't have a cooldown, but the experience. See, I haven't been a big fan of the new, or I should say, I haven't been impressed with the new patrols that they added in their experience reward. The ones that we have found that give the most experience is Wanted, which is the Argala system. Oddly, it has not a lot of enemies and they're not super hard, but yet it awards a really good chunk of experience, especially compared to how many enemies you are killing. Rescue and Search, which is the Kern system, that one gives a good amount. I believe you have to fight Mokai, which makes that one can be a bit of a pain. Oh my, yeah, Mokai. And then
Ninth rule.
Ninth rule is kind of the go-to for me, especially when mastering ships. Ninth rule is pretty amazing. Yeah, you have to go deal with Madron. But in that final wave, if you get set up right, you can just take out the enemies as they are coming in, and they will just die before they can do really anything. Especially if you have a power leveling friend there with you, and yeah. And then Trouble Over Tur is another good one. It also has a single spawn point. Great for any kind of setup where you can take them out as soon as they are spawning in. But yeah, those are the big four, I would say. Well, thank you for the follow, Harry.
Harry Kim?
No.
Kim.
But here, we're going to give you an example of the power leveling. And if someone needs assistance, say power leveling, I'd be willing to help. Though you have to pull me away from mastering my other ships.
But we're gonna, like, I am in one of my leveling tunes, and Grebog is gonna play the part of powerful friend.
All right, ninth rule.
Actually, should I be matching your level?
It auto matches for the patrol system.
Oh, okay. Are we doing normal or advanced?
Advanced.
Okay, and we're doing Argala?
No, ninth rule. Let's just do ninth rule. That one gives the biggest bang for the experience.
All right, so I am at 37 and almost 3 bars.
I mean, you could try matching my level, but I think it auto matches once we go.
Looks like there was a fight here.
I've noticed. So there's a thing, Storm, with between running elite and running advanced.
Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
Elite is great and all, but they have more hit points, take a little bit longer to die, which means you could potentially kill less enemies.
I don't know how he convinced the Breen to join in, but he did.
By doing advanced, I can kill them near instantly, and then yeah, we get more enemies, and it gets silly. All right, heading over this way. So I do have a decent setup. I did pick this up. A lot of this comes from a build Kenobi put together, and also Nick and B, if you've heard of them. Okay, if you've got that.
Ooh, I'll throw in the legendary Tox Bang. We have a deal?
The drawback is I go a little fast and can't stop in this ship. And here's where the... What just happened?
Target's shields have failed.
They knocked me out. Well, I still got other methods to roast them.
Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing.
I don't know how they knocked me out. Unless my bars got messed up and it put the jelly mode console in another spot.
Target's shields have failed.
I can't use my one ability while they're... I'm not in jelly mode. Try this again.
Left shield.
Once
Okay.
more, we're feeling.
They're down
And
to a few ships. Keep up the pressure.
as you saw there at the end, like, yeah, they spawned in and died. That's just the silliness of this build. And this is a great way to get a bunch of salvage if you need salvage.
Well fought. Modron's on his way to a Federation holding facility. We...
I'm curious on how you did on levels.
Well, we're about to find out. Well, I got at least one level. Okay, so I started at 37 and 3 bars. And I'm now at 39 and 2 bars. So just short of 2 full levels.
And that doesn't take super long, and you can just like hit again, or hit another one, and hit another one, and
So 2 levels out of 9th rule. Do we want to try another one? See how much we get?
let me double check my bars because I want to. I want to make sure it's not. No, jelly mode is not up there. I'm not sure how they knocked me out. So sure, you have a preference on the next one?
Oh, well, I mean, we can try Trouble Over Tar.
A good one to set up and go. Ready?
Ready.
Launching.
Launching.
I mean, this still takes time, but you know that didn't take probably more than 5-10 minutes, and 2 levels in 5-10 minutes. Faster than you're gonna go if it was
Target's shields have failed.
you know, doing missions.
4 shields failing. Right shields failing.
I'm gonna let you go hang out and talk.
This has been a... Watch out! Elachi are coming out of the rift!
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Target those Elachi and fire!
This might be a bad spot. Because I think I'm right on top of their spawn point.
Nice.
Something's wrong. The rift isn't closing. Elachi warships on intercept course. They're coming from the rift.
Is under attack.
Reading more Elachi ships on approach.
I guess we'll find out how my defensives are.
Rear shields failing.
Hostile Elachi fleet on sensors. Here they come.
Warning.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, with XP boosters and doing this. That's also why partly why they got rid of doing the
The Liberator
is in position. Right shields failing.
the foundry system, is people used to have missions that enemies just would.
50%.
Yeah, I was too
Oh
close.
no.
I was too close. That was what I was worried about. Make sure you use your area of effect and not sit on the bad guys.
Popping all my defensives.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Back up, back up.
Target's shields have failed.
As everyone watches me mess up my stuff. 30
I ain't seeing
seconds.
nothing. I ain't seeing nothing.
Target's shields have failed.
I mean, this is still a really potent build, even not while in jelly mode, though this is optimized for jelly mode. Should be at a good spot.
It doesn't hurt that I'm an engineer and I have like miraculous repairs and all that fun survivability stuff.
See, sometimes I blow up ships so fast I can't even get a gravity well out on the spawn point. And yeah, so it sort of becomes just sitting here watching everything die, which can be a little boring.
Nah.
Shields have failed.
I haven't. I've had someone do this for me before. I haven't done this much myself, which is why getting the position of where I need to be and not blow myself up by warp core breaches is still a learning thing.
Target's shields have failed.
This is the Liberator. Initiating rift closure process now. Some Elachi vessels remain. They must be dealt with.
Some Malachi vessels still remain. Where?
The rift is closed.
Many among us were.
Attacks like these are going to continue. Now more than ever, the Alliance needs to stand together. We'll do what we can for the base and its crew. Thanks for help.
Yeah, this isn't a bad method to level if that's the way you want to go. Like it is definitely faster than missions,
Much faster.
and definitely faster than the passive methods. So that's not really saying a lot. Passive methods are essentially more meant for you to do when you aren't playing the character.
All right, so that brings me to 41. And 41 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bubbles. So that actually got me almost like let's see, 39, like 2.5 levels. So that actually got me more XP.
Cool. We could do rescue and search. It's Mokai. Getting set up properly is the challenge on that one.
Does their thing work on you while you're in jelly mode?
Technically, yes. But because jelly mode means I have almost no speed, means I don't really go anywhere. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's do let's do wanted. Let's see what that gets us.
Launching.
Launching.
And if you don't have XP boosters, a great way to pick them up is coming up in the anniversary events that will be at the end of January, beginning of February, and basically be most of the month of February.
Yeah, it looks like I do have XP boosters going, so that is helping.
You have entered an... Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Keep concentrating fire on individual
The
ships.
wave just
Separate
annihilated
whittle
them.
down their numbers.
We will not go quietly.
I kind of thought it would. Boy, I did it. For those that don't know, that was, I believe, Thunder Run? Oh no, Bioelectrical Wave. It's the console from the Constitution 3.
You will stand down.
I love that ship.
Surrender to the Benton Guard.
One of the reasons I picked up that ship, well, one, because
Sensors
it
are
looks
picking up
awesome.
small habitations
Two,
of the asteroid.
it
Possibly
had that
consisting of
console,
bolt holes,
and
temporary
that
hideouts.
console is notable for,
Target's
well,
shields have failed.
doing silly stuff like this.
4 shields failing.
We do what we want, where we want.
Target's shields have failed.
Picked up
See,
a
this one doesn't have a
transmission
great
on a new
spot
frequency.
for
We're jamming
going
that spectrum
jelly.
of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
Plus, it also has a set number of
I'm
enemies.
taking you.
However, it does get like the reward, the experience reward doesn't seem to be hindered by set experience. level. Yeah.
Target shields have failed.
That's got them. Excellent work.
That wave
Send over
just
a
is
pacification party to
amazing.
Take the suspect into custody. Thank you for your assistance. The case. We have the suspect.
And yes, silly things make me giggle, if you haven't noticed.
I mean, why not?
So that's power leveling. As I look at the time.
That is indeed power leveling. All right, let's see what Wanted Argala gave us. So I went in 3 bars short, at 47. No, not 47. 41 and 7 bars. So 3 bars short of 42. And I came out 1 bar short of 44. So 2 levels out of Argala.
Yeah. It's for how easy Argala is comparatively. So if you're let's say you don't have a powerful friend or you just want to run patrols to gain some levels, Argala is definitely a good one to run solo. It's to me, the enemies are easier. It gives you a good amount of experience. Yeah.
You get tons of salvage.
Yeah, I was at one point at 0 salvage on this captain because, well, I was re-engineering some stuff. And I'm already back up to 45,000. Not hard to get a salvage, so yeah. I've been mastering too many ships.
Too many shit. Is there really such a thing?
I don't know. Anyway, well, that's our episode.
That is an episode. That is an entire episode.
An entire episode. I'm curious to so we also know someone else that has a jelly lazy boat build, and he's the one that has helped me power level. Mementh, if you've heard of him.
I might have heard of Mementh.
I don't know how similar this build is to his now, because like I said, I pulled what Kenobi had put together, and Nick NB kind of, because I didn't have everything Kenobi does. I don't have everything Nick NB has. They pretty much, if you name a lockbox ship or promotion ship, they probably have it. I'm not that fortunate. But I think I slapped together something pretty good here. I might put together the build in a sheet and compare to see what his build is like comparatively, because he also has a pretty good one. And kind of the idea gave me the idea for this style of leveling. So next week, how you want to know how to get a bunch of dilithium? That we're gonna go into all the various ways to get all
Yes,
the
I do.
dilithium.
Thanks for asking.
We'll dig into all the various ways. Yeah, all of them, every single
All
one.
of them?
Sure. Which means we probably should hang out near the mines next week when we do the episode, so we can show them the asteroids.
I'll be sure to bring my little cursor-shaped starship so that we can shoot the asteroids.
So the protostar?
No, the Lucari one.
Oh, right. Well, that's going to be it for this week. Again, if you'd like to support us, obviously being here is a support enough. And if you missed a lot of this episode, you can catch it on YouTube, which I will drop that there into chat. That's where all episodes go to live after we record them live here. And again, if you want to, we appreciate all subscribers, and you can subscribe here, or if you want to buy us a coffee, you can buy us coffee at ko-fi.com/GREBOG. I think that's everything.
That is indeed everything.
For Nikitas. Well, stick around. We will raid somebody. But yeah, for Nikitas, see you out there.
Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
All right. Live long and prosper, everybody. Computer, end program.